What's up, Airsofters? Today we're taking a look at something that's a little bigger, a little louder, and a whole lot meaner than your standard rifle. The A&K SP Systems M60VN. If you've ever dreamed of laying down heavy fire from the tree line, dragging an entire squad behind you and yelling, this one is for you. Built as a faithful one-to-one replica of the Vietnam-era M60 general purpose machine gun, this AEG brings the full package. All-metal construction, a steel bipod, war-accurate furniture, and a monstrous 3,500 round box magazine. It's an airsoft machine gun that doesn't just look the part, it plays it. With a built-in MOSFET and adjustable rate of fire to help you dial in your squad support vibe. But before we dive in, let's set the scene with a quick blast of real steel history. Because if you've ever seen Rambo, Commando, Full Metal Jacket, or Tropic Thunder, you already know this gun's screen presence is as loud as it is in real life. The M60 machine gun has been a cornerstone of the American firepower machine since the late 1950s, originally developed to replace both the Browning automatic rifle and the M1919. The M60 offered belt-fed general-purpose firepower in a lighter and more mobile package than its predecessors. Chambered in 7.62x51 NATO, the M60 saw its first widespread use during the Vietnam War and became instantly iconic, both for its battlefield role and its appearance in just about every major war film of the era. And while it might look like a solid hunk of steel, the original M60 actually incorporated a mix of materials to reduce weight, including a polymer buttstock, pistol grip, and foregrip. All of that helped balance out the steel receiver and steel barrel components. Now, those same furniture elements are replicated here on the Airsoft version, giving it an authentic era-correct feel. Now, about the name. The VN designation isn't something you'll actually find in US military documents. It's mostly a label used by airsoft manufacturers to differentiate the early war configuration from the later M60 E3 and E4 variants, which came with more modern furniture, improved barrels, and often integrated rail systems. What we're looking at here is a faithful reproduction of what the first gen M60 would have looked like. Rugged, raw, and instantly recognizable. At first glance, the A&K SP Systems M60VN makes one thing clear. This is not your lightweight, agile, run-and-gun primary. This is a full-sized, belt-fed squad support weapon, and it carries every ounce of presence you'd expect from something built to lay down suppressive fire for an entire team. The externals here are primarily full metal, with a steel barrel jacket and integrated steel bipod that folds up when not in use. The receiver, the outer barrel, the carry handle, and the sights all feel sturdy and well built, delivering that old-school industrial heft you'd associate with a 60s era war weapon. But it's not all metal. True to the real steel version, this replica includes period accurate polymer furniture. Included the over-molded trigger group, the cheek rest, the fixed buttstock, and perhaps most importantly for the eagle-eyed among you, the polymer components feature the period correct, shiny, smooth finish as well. These elements don't just reduce weight, they contribute to the unmistakable silhouette of the Vietnam era M60. It's got that vintage bulk and swagger that makes it a standout on any field. One departure from the OG M60 aesthetic is the inclusion of a later style box magazine. While early real steel versions were either purely belt-fed or used a cardboard ammo box, this airsoft version features a lot more player-friendly 3,500 round polymer box magazine tucked inside a semi-rigid Cordura cradle. No gimmicks, no frills, just raw capacity. And in my opinion, it's a whole lot more sturdy and way more weather resistant than just cardboard. Unless you're into the Vietnam soggy, I'm uncomfortable look. And while it's big, it's not actually quite as heavy as the real deal. This one comes in at about 16 pounds versus the original's 23 and change, and that's, I think, without the box magazine. It's still heavy enough to feel realistic and get you some kudos points on the field, but light enough to keep you in the fight, even if you're reenacting that scene from Rambo where he's like firing it one-handed, which I don't recommend, even if you're Alphonse. Under the hood, the A&K SP Systems M60VN carries some welcome upgrades that bring this legacy support gun into the modern era of airsoft performance. Most notably, it features a a built-in MOSFET, giving you a snappier trigger response and added protection for the gearbox internals. And yes, the MOSFET does come with an adjustable rate of fire, which means that you can fine-tune your firepower for realism, battery efficiency, or sheer overwhelming volume, depending on your playstyle. Internally, this M60 uses a reinforced gearbox that's long been favored by support gunners in the airsoft community. It's designed to handle sustained automatic fire, which is exactly what this platform demands. And paired with the 3,500 round auto winding box magazine, you're getting a true LMG experience. Long bursts, consistent feeding, and relentless pressure on your opposition. The M60 features an adjustable hop-up that can be dialed in by opening your feed tray and accessing the scrollable dial, and the gun shoots between 350 and 380 FPS in that stock configuration, so it's perfect for steady streams of plastic without putting undue pressure on your internal components, and it's well within most field requirements. It is additionally fully upgradable, so should you decide to go that route, there's plenty of options on the market for that. One notable quirk, despite the large stock where you might expect the battery to be wired to the rear, instead of being wired to the rear, this model is wired to the box magazine area. You'll connect your battery externally with the small type Tamiya and store it kind of on top of the box magazine or in the box mag itself, making battery swaps quick, but just be aware of that. Overall, this baby is a straightforward workhorse style internal setup. It's not flashy, it's dependable, and it's easy to maintain, exactly what you need in a squad automatic weapon. The A&K SP Systems M60VN is more than just a nostalgic callback to one of the most iconic machine guns in the 20th century. It's a purpose-built squad support weapon that's been updated where it counts without sacrificing the look and feel that made the M60 legendary in the first place. From the realistic period correct externals and steel bipod to the modern MOSFET internals and 3,500 round box magazine, this thing is built to anchor your team's firepower and hold the line. Whether you're running it at a Vietnam reenactment event or just want to turn your local weekend pickup game into a thunderous belt-fed experience, the M60VN brings a commanding presence to the field. It's heavy, it's loud, and it's unapologetically old school, just the way a machine gun should be. Bonus points if you yell, "Nothing is over," like Rambo in First Blood, or "I ain't got time to bleed," while channeling your inner Jesse Ventura. Although technically I think Jesse Ventura had a minigun, right? Doesn't matter, it's a big machine gun, it works. You can grab this M60VN today right here at Evike.com along with everything else you need for your next airsoft game. Thanks for watching, we'll see you on the field.